Okay, what is a MOSFET? A MOSFET or a metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor is a fundamental semiconductor device widely used in electronics for switching and amplifying electronic signal. It's a type of field effect transistor that controls the flow of current between its source and drain terminals by applying a voltage to its gate terminal. The metal oxide semiconductor refers to the structure, a metal gate separated from the semiconductor channel by a thin insulating layer, typically silicon oxide. So for example, here we have a gate and we have the metal oxide here. We have the gate here separated from by the metal oxide from the P substrate. Key characteristics of voltage control. Unlike bipolar junction transistor, which are current controlled, MOSFETs are controlled by voltage, making them efficient for low power applications. Okay, so here we mostly use the voltage here. So we use the voltage here in the gate to control the flow of electrons or the holes from the source to the drain or the drain to the source. So in MOSFET, conducts when a positive voltage is applied to the gate. So we apply the positive voltage here, and we have the, as a result, we have the electrons as majority carriers here. So in the P channel, it conducts when a negative voltage is applied to the gate. So we have a negative voltage here applied, and because of that, we have the holes as the majority carriers. So we have the N-type region of S and D here. S here is the source and D is the drain, where more electrons are located there. So we have the N-channel MOSFET. Okay, so we have the N plus type is a region where there are much higher concentration of electrons. So we have a much higher concentration of electrons here in S and D. And for the P MOSFET, uh, P plus type region is a region where there are much higher concentration of holes. So we have here the actual picture of the MOSFET in electronics. This is what we call the IRF 19540 MOS transistor. So modes of operations, the cutoff. In the cutoff, no conductions or gate voltage below threshold. So there is no conduction here. So here, this is the uh, channel. So there is no conduction here for the cutoff region. For the linear and ohmic, so partial conductions acts like a resistor. For the saturation, we have the full conduction here. So it acts like a switch. The applications here are in the power management in computers, amplifiers, digital logic circuits, CPU, motor drivers, and more. They are ubiquitous in modern ICs due to their small size, high speed, and low power consumption. So MOSFETs are revolutionary electronics in the 1960s and are like an arcade to integrated circuits like microprocessors. Okay, for the basic symbols and the structure, the standard schematic symbol for an N channel MOSFET looks like this. So we have the gate here, and we have the drain and the source. So between them is a channel. So in the channel is where the electrons or the holes are flowing. So we have the substrate also here. So below the channel we have the substrate, often connected to source. So in the real diagram, it shows three terminals: the gate, drain, source with an arrow indicating the channel type. So MOSFET working principle. A MOSFET operates on the principle of controlling the conductivity of a channel in semiconductor material using an electric field. So this field is generated by voltage applied to the gate terminal. You apply a voltage here to the gate terminal. So in that way, we can uh, uh, we can have electric field here. We can produce electric field by applying a voltage to the terminal. So this field is generated by voltage applied to a gate terminal, which modulates the flow of current between the source and the drain terminals without drawing significant current from the gate itself. Hence, it's voltage controlled. So the device relies on the formation of or depletion of an inversion layer or channel in the semiconductor substrate due to the gate voltage. So explain the working of the N channel enhancement MOSFET, the most commonly type used by STEP. So these are some P-type silicon substrate with the N plus dope source and drain voltage. So the P channel works similarly but with the opposite polarities. So we have the basic structure recap here. So we have the source here. It is a region where electrons enter the channel. So this is the N plus. So this is also heavily doped. In the drain, this is a region where electrons exit the channel. So we have also the N plus uh, region here. So the gate metal electrode separated from the substrate by a thin insulating oxide layer. So like this one. So it is we have here the uh, so this is what we call the silicon oxide. The gate is separated by silicon oxide. So the metal electrode separated from the substrate by a thin insulating oxide layer. So the thickness of this is about 10 to 100 nanometer thick. So the body substrate, or substrate B, this is the P-type semiconductor often tied to a source. So we have the substrate here, here. So we have also the P substrate and we have the N substrate here. So without bias, the source and drain are isolated by the P-type region, no conduction path. So the oxide acts as a capacitor. The gate voltage creates an electric field that influences charge carriers in the substrate below it. So step-by-step workings, the off state or cut-off mode. Here we have the voltage. This is from the gate to the source. Is less than the uh, threshold voltage. So the threshold voltage is the minimum amount of voltage uh, to make the electron or holes flow in the channel. So no voltage or voltage from the gate to the source below threshold voltage. So VTS is below the VTH. This is the VTH is the threshold voltage. Typically, 0.5 to 5 volts is applied between the gate and the source. So the P-type substrate dominates under the gate, creating two back-to-back junctions here. So between the source substrate and the substrate, which are reverse bias. If the voltage between the drain and the source is greater than zero. So here in the P-type substrate, dominates the under the gate. So uh, these are a reverse bias if the voltage between the drain and the source is greater than zero. So we are referring here to the flow of current or holes, no? from the uh, from the channel to the P substrate. So there is no current there. So that is the meaning of the uh, even if the voltage from the drain to the source is greater than zero. Okay, so other working here, no conductive channel exists. The device is off. The depletion region around the source and drain prevents current flow. So that is the drain current is approximately equal to zero. Analog, so like analogies, like to walls blocking a hallway, so no path for traffic. So on-state formation, channel formation, here the voltage from the gate to the source is greater than the threshold voltage here. So apply a positive gate to the source voltage greater than the threshold. So we have the formation of a channel here because the VG here is greater than the VTH. So the positive gate voltage attracts electrons from the P substrate to the oxide semiconductor interface, creating a thin layer of negative charged electrons. So this inverts the P-type region to N-type, forming an N channel under the gate. So we have the formation of the N channel here. So this is the N channel. Now this is for the P substrate here. We have the N channel here. So in that N channel, uh, the positive gate voltage here attracts electrons from the P substrate to the oxide semiconductor interface, creating a thin layer of negative charge electrons. This inverts the P-type region to N-type, forming an N channel under the gate. So here, the formation of the N channel here, like this one, is the N channel. Because we have applied the positive voltage to the gate here. So this is we have an attraction between the positive and the negative. So the electrons here are attracted to this channel. So the channel connect the source and the drain, bridging the two in plus regions. Now apply a drain voltage greater than zero here, drain source voltage. The electrons flow from the source, low potential, through the channel, the drain, high potential, creating a drain current. The analogy, the gate voltage lowers the floor to create a smooth path for electrons. Current current flow mechanism. Electrons are the majority carriers in the in channel. We have the ID here is the drain current is proportional to the channel's conductivity, which which depends on voltage from the gate to the source. Is higher VDS widens or thins the channel to for more current, and VDS drives the flow here. So the gate draws negligible current, only capacitive charging, making MOSFET efficient for switching. So we have the MOSFET's behavior here. Uh, for example, for the cutoff, the condition here is the gate to the source voltage is less than the is less than the threshold voltage. So we have the channel of the behavior here is of the channel. and the drain current here is approximately equal to zero. So application switch open. Then for the trials, for the gate to the source voltage is greater than VTH. So the VTH here is the threshold channel. So the channel here is uniform. So we have the equation to be used here. So we have here the mu sub n electromobility, TOX oxide capacitance per unit area, W over L channel width electrons ratio. So width over length is the ratio, so it also affects the gain. So we have the application here, application on the triode amplifier linear region. And here the voltage from the drain to the source is less than the difference between the gate source voltage and the threshold. So it acts as voltage here for the behavior. So this is the control resistor. And for the LD expressions, so we have the ID here. This is the drain current. It's electromobility times oxide capacitance per unit area. Then we have W over L here with over L ratio. They multiplied by VGS minus VDH. They multiply by VDS again minus 1/2 of VDS squared here. Then for the saturations, we have the VGS greater than VDH here. So the VDS here is greater than the difference between the VGS and the VTH. So this is channel pinches up here. So here the current is uh, constant. Okay. And we had the equation to use 1/2 of electromobility times the oxide capacitance here multiplied by the W over L in the square of the difference between VGS and VTH here. So key parameters here, mu sub n is the electromobility, QOX, COX, oxide capacitance per unit area, W over L channel width length, so ratio affects. So the L here is the channel length, and the width here refers to the perpendicular distance from the length. So in saturation, ID is relatively independent of VDS. So ideal for current sources. So for the current voltage characteristics, the transfer curve here. So the drain current versus the VDS here. So fixed value of VDX show a sharp turn on at the VDS. ID increases quadratically with VGS. So we will discuss this in part 2 in the simulations. Then for the output curve, we have the ID versus VDS. For various VGS, early linearized triode, then flattens saturations.